Hey, I'm curious out there. Do I have any successful women that are maybe feeling stuck, that are maybe feeling like there's got to be more than this, even though you're feeling pretty awesome right now? Or maybe you're not. Maybe you know that there's more to this and you are ready to take that next step in your life, right? You're ready to evolve into that next best version of yourself. Because, honey, every single day, that is my goal. I am like a snake. I am constantly shedding that old skin, that old version of myself that isn't serving me anymore. And that really is keeping me stuck and keeping me where I'm at, which is okay for a lot of us, right? Some of us are even, it doesn't have to be terrible. Sometimes okay can be a trap. Anybody there? Well, what do you do about that? What's the step that you need to take? So today, I want to talk to you about what do successful women do to take that next step in their life, to evolve into that next version of themselves. My name is Zandra Ross, and I am life coach to the rock stars. That means you. That's who you are. And what do I love to do? I love to help people figure it out. What is their core purpose in life? What are their values? What's their vision for their future? What's their work plan or their mission? How are they going to get accomplish this vision? How are they going to make it come true? And then finally, creating a habit path, a way forward to actually work through their goals, right? And if that's something that you're interested in, I think you're going to want to tune in and listen a little bit carefully to what I'm going to be speaking with you about today. So, right now, what do successful women do? Honestly, one of the big things that they do is they take time for themselves to create a strategic plan, to know what their values, their vision, their mission, and their goals are. They have a plan, a strategic map to get them from point A to point B. And really, they can conduct a gap analysis of their life to say, where am I at right now and where do I want to move to? Because I must tell you, I am constantly outrunning depression in my life. No matter what anybody thinks, no matter how awesome and happy I show up every single day, it's because it's part of my plan. And it's because my focus is so clear on what I want to create in my life, how I want to live my life, how I want to show up in my life, what I want to role model to my children, to my friends, my family, my clients. It is a plan and it is a work in progress every single day. And if you ever wake up and maybe one of two things, you don't have a plan for the day and you're kind of like, oh, what am I going to do? Oh my gosh, maybe you're overwhelmed by it. That's how I get. I don't track every single thing I do in the past. And now, and that would overwhelm me because then I would end up doing nothing. Or your day is so scheduled from morning to night with all of the other things that you have to do rather than the things that you want to do, right? And some of you may be going, geez, that's a real dream. Give me a break. No, it can be reality for you when you take some simple steps for yourself. So one of those things that you do is to take the time. So what do you want to do with that? Well, you can try to do it at home. You can try to work around everybody else's priorities. You can try to find pockets of time during your day to carve out. And if that's the case, if you can do that, go for it. I'm so impressed that you can do that. This is maybe for the rest of us that go, yeah, I would love to do that. How the hell do I do that in my life? Right? Where do I find the time? Well, that's why you might want to go away. You may want to leave your current environment to be able to go into an environment that's going to give you peace, that's going to give you time, that's going to create a place to dream and get excited about your life again. And to be surrounded by other amazing women, other superstars that are working just as hard towards what they want in their life and want to create that kind of joy and passion every single day as you do and as I do. And then having time to be in a setting that nurtures your spirit, eating good food, hanging out with good people, having laughs, visioning, dreaming, taking time for self-care, right? Some gentle yoga, some massage, all of these things. And then finally, being able to go home again and not just having this huge letdown, right? Actually having a community that is going to support you on your journey throughout your path toward your ultimate joy. All right. I don't even want to call it a goal because to me, that's what I want to create for people is their ultimate joy. So why can't you do this at home? Well, I told you, there's all these other priorities that are around you. Generally, we will put other people's needs first. We will also put forward or do the things first that have to be done, right? The laundry, the dishes, taking out the garbage, taking the dog to the vet, all important things. But honestly, don't help you work towards that next stage of yourself. They're just keeping you, that's just treading water right now to keep your world cycling and moving forward. So, what do you need to do? You need to take yourself out of your environment. That is the first step that when I work with clients, so what's my experience? I've been a life and business coach for over 20 years now. And I also am a strategic planning facilitator. So I work with organizations to help them decide what is our mission, vision, values, what is our next 4 to 6 strategic goals, and what are those small steps, habits that we're going to participate in, that we're going to cultivate within our organization to make sure that we reach our ultimate goals. So, this is really what I want to help the individual do. Because I think a lot of us, if you're anything like me, you're just walking around in the world prior to me learning about coaching and about planning and really embracing it, is that I was just kind of walking around day to day hoping that what I wanted was going to unfold for me. And honestly, that gave me a lot of heartache for a lot of years. I lived on other people's goals, hopes, and dreams. If they were reaching their goals, I was happy, even if it took me further away from my own hopes and dreams. Have you ever done that? Right? So once I started focusing on myself, because growing up, it was growing up as a woman, but growing up as a First Nations woman, growing up as an empath, growing up as a sensitive soul, my life was really focused on serving other people and making everyone else in my life happy. And not necessarily for a good way, because I was walking on eggshells. It was survival a lot of times. It was trying to keep the love of people around me close to me. So I never put my needs and my wants forward like I do now. It's still a work in progress. I'm still struggling with that. But the fact is, doing some of these steps, doing what I'm going to be telling you here is vital. And what I need you to do is I need you to get out of your own way. I need you to take yourself out of your environment and go somewhere else. Some of you can go for a walk. Some of you can go to the library or go to some other environment. Some of you need to go far away and you need to spend some time at a retreat, at a place where you can just focus on yourself 100% of the time and not be worrying about everybody else's needs. Because why? Because that is what truly successful people have to do. It's not being selfish. It's not putting everybody at you, right? Because that's what I know some of you are going to be telling, oh, that's selfish. No, I think it is self-centered, right? And I love to say the two different things. Selfish is where I'm doing things to hurt other people. Self-centered is putting my needs and wants first so that I can help serve everyone else more effectively. That's the cool thing. When you know what your values, your goals, your dreams are, you get to create the definition in your world of the meanings of the words, right? So that's what I like to do, is decide, what do words mean to me and how are they going to signify what I want to create in my life? So that's what I'm going to teach. That's the change I've made, is I'm not being selfish. I'm being self-centered in the best possible way. Because how can I help anyone else in my world if I am not putting on my own oxygen mask first, right? You know what I'm talking about. So successful women, people that are able to take that and make that next step, they invest in themselves and they give themselves time to breathe, to dream, to reignite that passion within themselves, to put themselves first. And so one of those ways to be able to do that is to go to a retreat, to go to an environment that is strictly there for you 100% to help cultivate that peace within you, hold that space for you, and basically give you activities to lead you through evolving into that next stage of yourself, or deciding if and when and what direction you want to evolve into. And that takes time, but it also takes work, putting that pen to paper, right? So why would you need to go to a retreat? Well, I've told you that. It gets you really refocused on what's most important. But ideally, the retreat is about helping you identify and connect with what is most important to you in your life. Some of us call it your core purpose. Others call it your energy, your spirit, what is that thing that is going to get you up in the morning every day with joy and not with, oh God, it's another day. Because the fact is, women who go to retreats want the second half of their life to be better than the first, right? They want to invest in themselves because they don't want to wake up that way anymore. They want to friggin' bounce out of bed even when they're scared as because of what they're going for, but they're excited because they know who they are, what they want, and how they're going to get there every single day. And they wake up with their mind set. They already know what the plan is. They're not going, oh, what do I have to do today? Oh no, I know my three most important things, my mitts, right? I know the three things that I need, the three small habits I need to undertake today to make sure that I'm moving in the right direction. So being able to really connect with that sense of purpose, that takes a little bit of work. And when you have that time to just focus on yourself, and ideally, you do a little pre-work prior to going to the retreat. You do a few little assignments that maybe get given to you to help prime you so that you're not going, holy crap, there's not very much time and I have all this work to do. So you need to do a little bit of pre-work, and we'll give you some steps for that. All right. But really digging deep into what is it that I want for myself? Who do I want to be? How do I want to spend my time? Who do I want to spend it with? What do I want to do for fun? What do I want to do for work? What do I want to do for my business? How do I want to do my hair? Do I want to, what the hell do you want? Right? That's what we need to focus on. So, number one reason I think, or not necessarily any order of importance, but really it is, what's your purpose? What are you working towards? What is going to get you excited to get up every single morning? All right. Number two, and I've mentioned it earlier, it's really, you need time that is focused just on you, that is dedicated to creating a strategic plan for your life. So, what are my values? To me, that changed my life. That brought me back from blindness, from being, I went blind before I started this process. I woke up completely blind in my right eye. Why? Because I didn't know what my values were. I didn't know what my vision was. I didn't know what my mission was. I didn't know what my goals were. Why? Because I lived off of what everybody else in my life needed and wanted. I did not declare out to the world and focus on what I wanted because I was too scared. What if people get mad at me? What if they judge me? What if they don't like me? What if they pull their love back? What if I fail? What if I embarrass myself? What if, what if, what if? The fact is, every single day you are getting older, regardless if you are working towards your goals or not. Life is passing on. Okay? My favorite Sam Roberts song, we've been dying since the day we were born, right? There ain't no hard road. That ain't a hard road to carry on. Anyways, I forget the lyrics. You know what I mean? Sorry. Squirrel moment there, people. That's why you need time to plan, because you need to decide, what is tomorrow going to be for me? How am I going to show up? What am I going to do? What's going to lead me closer to my goals and my dreams and who I really want to be? Right? So taking that time for yourself to actually put pen to paper, to do some planning, because we all want something more. But a lot of us don't actually take the time. The other thing is if we decide if we deserve it. And that's really a big third reason that you need to go to this, any retreat, but especially an upcoming retreat that I'm hosting, is to be able to overcome those self-limiting beliefs. To start to do the work on yourself, the affirmational work, the visualization work, to imagine and vision a future for yourself that is incredible and vibrant and bright and mind-blowing, right? With all of the things that you want in it. And I want to put your mind at ease. If anybody out there is saying, but I'm happy right with my life now. I'm content. I don't need anything. Because I know some of you have told me that. Honey, this ain't for you. Keep scrolling. All right. This is for you. That person who has this burning desire, that knows you deserve better, that knows you deserve more. Okay, so don't worry about it. Those of you that are like, yeah, that ain't my thing, right? I had somebody tell me one time, Zan, you should just be content with what you have. And I almost believed them until I realized that I can be content with what I have and love it and be amazed by it and value it and hold it up on a pedestal. But I can still want more. I can still work towards my goals and dreams. And that isn't a crime. And yet I felt it was. I was almost made to feel it was a crime to want more. And so that is why you need to be a part of a Spark team, a super phenomenal group of women that are going to work through their self-limiting beliefs, that are going to focus on a strategic plan, and that are going to really start to look at what are those day-to-day habits that I need to march me towards what I want. And then the final piece, I was trying to keep it to 3, but really there's a big 4th piece to this, why you need to come to a retreat. To build a community, to be around people that are on the same journey as you, that are there to cheer you on, that are not making you feel weird about talking about your goal again, that are there going, what are you doing? Why aren't you working towards that? Why are you self-sabotaging? Maybe they're just watching you on Facebook and they see that you've got a goal to grow your business and yet you're not working your business. You're not talking about it, what have you. Or you want to get off your diabetes medication, but every post we see you is eating French fries and gravy. No judgment. But if you want that accountability, if you want that friendship, if you want that support, there is no better way to do it than become part of a Spark team. And that is what I believe is really the 4th most important thing about going to a women's retreat, being with other people, like-minded people that are excited about the future, that are planning towards the future. Because as Jim Rohn would say, you are most like the 5 people that you surround yourself with. Okay. So if you've got some big goals, you got some small goals, you got whatever goals, I need you to really start to think about, am I surrounding myself? Do I have those people in my corner that are going to help propel me towards what it is that I want? And honestly, that's why I do what I do, is because I want to meet more of you. I want to meet people that are excited about their lives and are passionate or wanting to take that next step. Because it's lonely out there when you're on your own. And a lot of times too, what I say is friendships can be draining, but a Spark team, we don't have to be joined at the hip. We can support each other from afar. We can meet once a month. We can have a mastermind. We can have a touch base to go, where are you at with your goals? So yes, it is friendship, but at the same time, for me, it's a little bit further and deeper than that. It's really about being part of a Spark team where everybody's working towards a common positive goal, right? It's not common, but the feeling of I want to reach my goal is common. And so connecting with people like that is going to change your life, and it's going to change the way that you commit to your goals, right? So a quick recap. Why should you go to a women's retreat? Number 1, identifying your core purpose and really connecting with it. All right. Knowing what's important to you and being able to every habit in your life, every activity, working towards that area. Right. Number 2, giving yourself time to strategize and create a plan that is going to help move you towards that. A lot of time we're trying to do it off the side of our desk, or we say it in our head, but then we don't write it down. If you really want to, well, I'll give you a fact. When you write down a goal, actually write it down, there is a 30% increased chance that you're actually going to reach it just because you wrote it down. All right. That's why you need to be a participant in this. Number 3, really overcoming self-beliefs, really being part of a support. And I didn't touch base on that as much, but it's really about coming together with people that care about you, love you, and learning tools and strategies to help fortify your mind, to help lift you up so that you feel like the rock star that you truly are, and that you are ready to write that life song for yourself that you are going to want to sing and dance to for the rest of your life. All right. And then, like I said, Fourth, which is kind of connected to that mindset, I kind of merged them together. It's really about having a spark team and having a group of people that you can turn to when you are feeling maybe a little down. Maybe things didn't go the right way. Maybe you're just stuck and you don't know, what should I do? What's the best thing for me to do? What are some good things I could do? Right? Because you're not always going to get the best answer all the time. So that's why you need to go to a retreat and spend that time on yourself. So, do you resonate with this? Does this sound like you're like, hells yeah, I am ready to march after Zan? Where is this amazing retreat? Well, aren't you lucky? Because I have one coming up just for you. It is called the Extraordinary Power Tour, and it is going to be September 5th to 8th at the amazing and stunning, you're just going to blow your mind, Tinamera Resort on Vancouver Island. And it's going to be luxury accommodations, a luxury one-bedroom cabin, all to you. And if you bring a friend, there's a special discount if you bring a roommate with you. And really, it's about immersing yourself for 2.5 days into digging deep into what it is that you want, surrounding yourself with other people that are on the same journey, and learning some really powerful and life-changing tools that are going to help you go after and get what you want. I guarantee you. It's powerful. When you know what your values are, I'm telling you, I brought my own eyesight back. I went blind. And once I finally created my own strategic plan, and everyone can say whatever, I'm telling you, once I got over that angst in my body, that feeling of hopelessness, despair, I know, and maybe some of you aren't that deep, but I did feel that way. I did feel like, is this all there is? And I feel bad. Sorry, family, if you're watching this, it wasn't you. It was my own internal needs, because I had a beautiful husband, beautiful children, a wonderful home, great job, but it wasn't what I had set my heart, mind, and soul to. And now that I am clear, oh my gosh, I can't believe all of the goodness that I see. I don't even want to call it blessings, because blessing seems like I never worked for it at all. It's always been there. The goodness is there. I just never focused on it because I really didn't know what I was looking for. So that's why you need to come and join me September 5th to the 8th at Tinamera Resort with 9 other extraordinary women. I am keeping this group very small. We are slowly filling up, and I'm just telling you, don't miss your opportunity, because they are going to get bigger in the future, because I'm going to get up my confidence. I want to take this first 10 and really pour into them. I'm going to have some amazing bonuses for you that I'm not even going to talk about right now. It's for those of you that reach out and want to schedule a call. Maybe you don't know if this is for you. Don't worry about it. I'm actually interviewing people because there is only 10 spots, and I've got a few of them filled already. So it's really about deciding, is this the right time for you and I to work together? Because I want to pour into you to make sure that you reach all of the things that you need to do. So I would love, at the very least, for us to set up a one-on-one consultation. Let's just talk about, what is it that you're planning? What are you moving towards? And to see if we're a good connection, right? If we can make something happen together. Because it's like everything, coaching, counseling, your boss, your loved one, it's not always going to work. It's not always going to be, oh, we're best friends forever and ever and we love each other. Sometimes we just go, hey, nice to meet you, and it's time to move on. But I would love to meet you. I would love to have a conversation. So reach out, click down below, so you can either set up time with me. There's an option once you click that link below. You can either immediately sign up for the retreat and receive some amazing early signing bonuses and a discount if you bring a friend. Or 2, you don't know if this is for you and you need me to convince you. Just joking. I know you don't, but I'll help you believe in yourself. I know for most people, it's a matter of believing, do I deserve this? Am I allowed to invest in myself right now? Am I worthy of living the second half of my life better than the first half? Yes, yes, and yes. You are worthy. You are ready for it. And I promise you, I will help you see that. Okay? Because you need to do this. You deserve it. This is a must do. Okay? We talk about all those other have to do's. That's what I'm telling you. You deciding how you want to live the second half of your life, it's a have to do, my dear. Okay? So let me know. I can't wait to chat with you. Let's connect real soon. And yeah, I love you. Have a great day. If you want more info, maybe you say, Zan, I don't want to click this link below. Just comment retreat below, and myself or Stacia are going to reach out to you and make sure that you get the right information. All right. Remember, today is the first day of the rest of your life. So giddy up. Let's get going.